What's good, YouTube? Manipulation Tactics, episode 30, bruh. Don't resolve conflicts, and by doing this, you allow people room to grow, and you get to see what their true character is. You know what I'm saying? So, episode 30, bruh. Manipulation tactics is kind of a separate one that can just be applied generally to like relationships, because when things come to a point of needing some sort of conflict resolution, it's most likely because somebody did something that the other person does not agree with, right? And if you're not the person that did something that like offended the other person, then it's not your job to resolve the conflict. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be trying to pull words out of anybody. And honestly, if they don't try to like approach you to resolve the conflict, then they're just avoiding confrontation. And by you not resolving it, you're leaving it open-ended. Like, you're kind of leaving it like in the air, like it's an open window that's still there. You know what I'm saying? The only way that the window shuts is through confrontation. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even necessarily true, because two healthy people should be able to talk about some shit that happened and either like understand each other's perspective, or it might lead to like the relationship ending. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't do anything, it's not your job to go try to resolve this shit. You know what I'm saying? And by the other person not attempting to resolve the conflict, you kind of get a character reveal. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, maybe they're avoidant, or maybe they don't like confrontation, or maybe they don't like communicating. You know what I'm saying? And by you also not like being so quick to resolve a conflict in a relationship, you're giving this other person room to grow, because it's possible that at some point in life, they'll be like, damn, like, that was fucked up what I did. You know what I'm saying? But that's not something that you should like hope on or wait on. But you just need to know that if it's not your like doing to resolve, it's also not your place to amend. You feel me? And so if it's just like, damn, like, so what is this now? Or like you feel like it's unclear, that's just what it is. Like, it's just unclear. You know what I'm saying? And the only way it becomes clear is by you giving the other person room to not lean into resolution, or to eventually come around to resolution. You feel me? And to be honest with you, in my experience, most people don't come to resolution. Like, once a conflict arises and I don't like be so quick to resolve it, you get a character reveal. You know what I'm saying? And you can piece this lack of a resolution or confrontation by this other person into other shit. You can relate it to other actions they've done, and you can just get your data or insight, you know what I'm saying, for your decision to continue or further this relationship, or continue or further engaging. Now you have a clear point of decision making. Because like I said, like, all these manipulation tactics and shit, ultimately you're gaining data and insight by just like being this person that lets this other person who's getting manipulated, or you're doing social skills on, you're letting them just express themselves freely and feel comfortable enough to move how they truly move. You know what I'm saying? And so you're just trying to understand this person so you can decide, do you want to manipulate this person maliciously, you know what I'm saying, to gain or insight? Or do you just ultimately want to be like, you know what? I don't really like what I'm finding out about this person. And then you back the fuck out. That's the whole point of manipulation tactics. Gaining insight, understanding somebody's motives, what they care about, like their actions, their patterns. Like, it's just so you can decide, do I want to be here still or no? That's literally it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you decide to be there, is this genuine? Are you trying to gain something out the shit? Or, you feel me, is it just over? And so if it's coming to a point to where like it might be over due to somebody's actions and it needs resolution, and if you are not the one that caused it, then it's not your job. You know what I'm saying? And if you just let them be, you get to see if they're a communicative person, or are they somebody who just abandons shit and like avoids things. And then they just kind of did the heavy lifting for you, you know what I'm saying? Where they just ended the shit. And then by you not like being so quick to conclude it, or or pull words out of them, you're also giving them an open window to where maybe if you see them again, you can like sauce them. Really, realistically, that's just what it is for real. Or you could just let them be, you know what I'm saying? Which is ultimately what you should do. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want anybody around who is not making the effort to try to stay around. You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody does some shit to you, you shouldn't be so quick to fix the issue for them or pull words out of them. You know what I'm saying? You can apply that to anything. Like you could apply that to romantic relationships, like friendships and shit. Like if somebody does something to you and they don't want to talk about it, why the fuck are you still there? You know what I'm saying? Like what does that say about yourself and how you like value yourself? You know what I'm saying? So if somebody, like, a resolution needs to be addressed, don't be so quick to like resolve this shit. Don't be so quick to conclude it and be like, yo, I didn't like how you did this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, people know when they do shit that's disagreeable, bro. You don't need to pull words out of people. You don't need to make people see their actions. Like, they just don't want to talk about this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, or there might not be at a place in life where they're even that reflective enough. That's me being like hopeful and giving people the benefit of the doubt, because like I said, like, I believe in humans and humanity and shit. So in the back of my mind, no David shit, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so maybe these people will fucking like at some point they'll get further in their self-development and be more real with themselves, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, oh, maybe they'll muster up the courage to be like, yo, like, how you been? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, my bad, like, that's being hopeful, but it's probably not gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? So if there's a conflict and it needs resolution, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't get addressed, gang, there's your answer. Like, there's your conclusion, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, sometimes no words and no action is more than words and action. You feel me? Like, literally. And by you not being so quick to just be like, to pretty much get to some sort of resolution, you know what I'm saying? Because you want closure or some shit, like, then you're giving them room to grow and you're leaving it open and you're getting a character reveal all at once. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, like, the most real benefit out of that is you're getting a character reveal and understanding that this person is just doesn't really give a fuck about this shit as much as you do, because you're wanting a resolution. You know what I'm saying? They're not communicative, they're avoidant, or like there's so many reasons why somebody's not willing to like communicate some shit for real. And it's not for you to decipher that shit, but it's for you to understand like that's just the end of this shit. And now you get to see who they are for real. And if you've been doing these manipulation tactics where you've not been holding people accountable, where you just let them like backtrack their own words, you know what I'm saying? You just like look at their inconsistencies and their pattern and shit. And then now they do this, you really shouldn't be that surprised. And that's like the whole point of this shit too, is to just not be surprised or not get caught off guard by fucking people's lack of, you feel me? But how do you know unless you try to gain insight, let them be themselves, and then also just keep like a mental like note of fucking how this shit's been going, what kind of person this is, like, you feel me? Just don't be so quick to resolve some shit, bro, if it's not your fault. If it's your fault, you should at least be like, my bad, or be willing to communicate some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not even that it's always necessarily like a scenario where somebody did something like egregious. Like maybe they just did something that you don't agree with, you feel me? And they might not see problem in that because it's like your standard or your belief of what you don't believe, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really like they might not even know, but because they're not doing manipulation tactics on you, you feel me? So they're not trying to like understand you. You know what I'm saying? So like you might feel like people did some shit that made you feel away and they don't even know they did this shit. But shit's changing and it's like you want some sort of resolution, and it's like if this person just never speaks on it, then they just give you another insight. Like y'all don't see shit the same, gang. Like that's fine too. And that's where you make your decision. Do you want to do this shit for like for maliciously gain some shit? Or do you just want to be like, yeah, that was a good run? You feel me? Because like I said before too, manipulation tactics, bro, all this shit is coming together and you really just got to watch the whole shit. Like the playlist will be linked at the end of the video and shit, bro. But it's like conflict destroys everything. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, when it's not two healthy people, conflict destroys everything. You know what I'm saying? Because two healthy people can communicate some shit. You know what I'm saying? And like in the previous manipulation tactics that I was saying, you're just doing all this to gain insight. And if you have to do these things to gain insight, you need to understand that this person has like a certain way to them that it's like it's the only there's only a few reasons why it's even possible that you can get this far with manipulation tactics on somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's because they're not very aware. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's talking to me and they're just trying to be like, let me express myself and shit, and it's like I'll be able to tell like what the fuck are they trying to gain from me. But the other person, if you even able to get this far, it's because they lack awareness, to be honest with you. So for them to not understand that they like might have stepped on your toes is kind of goes in line with the fact that they're able to get manipulation tactics pushed on them. And then now it goes to a point to where like they don't want to speak on something, or like they're waiting for you to do some shit, or they hope you forget or forgive them. Like I said before, just act like you forgot. Like it just kind of all everything's starting to fall in line more and more after I explained so much to y'all, you feel me? But yeah, bro, there's a conflict, don't resolve it, bro. Just get the character reveal on whether they decide to or not. Gain the insight on this person communicative. Do they know how to communicate? Do they understand you enough to feel like they know they might have done wrong? You feel me? And 3, do they even give a fuck enough? And 4, is this shit over or not? You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, bro, it's a reason, or like I just said a few seconds ago, and I said before, there's a reason why you can get so far with manipulation tactics with certain people, because they lack awareness, right? And 2, you've been manipulating this shit the whole time, gang, so you can't even get attached to the outcome, is what I've said before. Like I think in episode like maybe 20 or some shit, like don't get attached. This shit is a social experiment, gang. You're doing shit to make this person feel comfortable and open up more, because that's how you find out about people, is by allowing them to express themselves, allowing them to open up. Now they trust you more. Now they got more favor for you. Now you know more about them. Like it's just, you feel me? Manipulation tactics, be having manners, being a non-judgmental person. It's just fucking perspective, bro, and what your intention is with this shit. But yeah, bro, if you have some shit that needs resolution and it's not your doing, gang, don't resolve that shit, bro. This shit's not your job, bro. Get the character insight, collect the more data on the person, and let them do the heavy lifting, gang. Because if this shit is over, it's just over, twin. You know what I mean? If they come back and because you gave them room to grow by not fixing their problem for them, you feel me? That's also like, it's just being a person, understanding that like not everybody is capable, and so you shouldn't force people into fucking conversations or force people into shit, because it's not even gonna go good. Like if you're a communicative person, you know what I'm saying, because you're doing manipulation tactics, you're pretty good at communication to some degree, because it is just communication skills, right? So it's like if you try to fucking communicate with somebody who's not like at that level of communication, or just like you know what I'm saying, you're trying to force them into a spot, gang, like how good do you think that's gonna go? It's just the same, it's the same shit as not saying anything. So just let it be, and then you get to understand this person more by their lack of, or their willingness to amend some shit, a resolution, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's why you shouldn't resolve shit. You gain too much by not resolving shit, pretty much. Character insight, give them room to grow, fucking, you know what I'm saying, let them do the heavy lifting. Like just sit back and you ain't do shit. Like you already did all this social shit, this social manipulation shit to get it here to a point, and now it's come to a point to where they gotta be real, you feel me? And not everybody is real, twin. And you not even not real because you doing manipulation tactics. So why do you even give a fuck? For real, bro. Honestly. But yeah, bro. We got school in the bio, in the link, the link in the fucking comments, gang. If you want some like just one-on-one coaching and shit, cause if you seen all these videos, bro, this is just like insight that I have and that I just use like loosely. And like when you've been doing this shit for so long and you can even like put this shit into words into 30 episodes that I've fucking been trying to do for y'all, it's like it's just kind of the nature of like just seeing social dynamics and understanding social dynamics and shit, and just living enough and just meeting enough people, bro. So if you want some insight for your personal shit, you could always comment like some shit and I'll make a video for y'all, bro. Or you could sign up for the school and be in pretty much in a group chat with me and my two level-headed friends. And if you got some shit going on like with social dynamics, fucking you want to know about some business shit, bitches, some fitness shit, bro, it's like pretty much you could just ask me about any knowledge I have in these videos I shared. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Click around, bro. We got results in this bitch, for real. But yeah, bro. Don't resolve shit. You gain way too much by not. And you've already done manipulation tactics at this point. So why do you even give a fuck? And even though this can be applied to non-manipulated relationships, this is manipulation tactics too. For me. Don't be quick to resolve resolution in general, okay?